good day, Tamers. Starting off the weekly recap with a little bit of the old X6 coming out, which is going to be a Demons and Angels set. Looking forward to this coming out for us over here in June next year, which is normally when we get the even numbered set coming out for us between June and July. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what we get for Beelzy, because we do need to get ourselves a new Impmon, since the old Searcher / Miller is at 1. Then we also got some confirmations with some English updates, I suppose, here. Scornightmon, the promo card. It looks for a Amino. What they're saying is looking for the surname Amino, and not Hero. Because obviously Hero is not fully Amino, he's Amino Kawa. So, no Searchy. He's not going to let you play him for free. We also have access, we have the whole list here now for the promos and the LMO2 cards, which got reprinted, and new arts for them. Hopefully we get them in the future. We know that we get in BT15, we get in the LMO1 stuff, but not the alternate arts as far as I'm aware, because we get in them as the finals packs. We get 1 card per pack. Woo! Because, you know, can't treat anyone fairly over here. Can't give everyone a full set by just picking them up, right? Then the alternate arts coming out of the ST17 structure deck. Some of these are alternate arts, obviously, and some of these are just brand new cards. Look, ST17 brings out the best card in the meta, MadLeomon. Not even a goddamn Terriermon card, not a Lotmon card, non-evolution. No. Totally different Digimon. We're bringing out a Magna, so Magna Force can be true. I do actually like having Miss Memory Boost here as the alternate art for the Impmon stuff, because it's generally where you find it in the decks these days. But now I know what we do know about Pride Memory Boost and the D-Brigade situation. This is kind of funny. We also got hold of these 6 cards. These are going to be the alternate cards we get in the H box. We also saw that there was the super rare golden version, so technically there's 7. But you have a chance of pulling one of these, generally one in like 18%, something like that. One in like 17%. And then the other one is just like a 1 in a case chance, like it was for the Beelzy one. I'm not 100% sure if you really care for it. It's the new one. The new one's pretty good. But I do think a lot of people just be like, yeah, whatever. It's just a throwaway card. And then we also got some new news today about these cards here. These 3 down here and the Shaku. We didn't get these as today's reveals. These will be revealed properly down the line. But we do get access to what these things do. We'll go through that when we get to our weekly news update. And there's just a little talk here about the tournaments here, which is what we've seen before, which is the Evo Cup participation for these guys. It's going to be part of our 3 versus 3 stuff, which you can do at finals if you pre-book the tickets, because you're mentally preparing yourself to be a loser and crashing out for day 2, which is wild and mind-boggling to me, but Europe is not prepared apparently. And then yeah, we just have like a little like what you can do here to become X, not the website. But let's go into the spoilers. So we are starting off last week really with the D-Brigade team up here, the level 4 and the level 3. Personally speaking, we're going to go through these in a second. These aren't that great. I don't really see them being put into a D-Brigade deck. Armor Purge on the Mekanori is really cool, kind of interesting. But I don't really think it saves it from what it needs to do. So, Commandra, rookie, it's a common this time. No more SR Commandra. All turns, all of your other Digimon with D-Brigade or Digipolice get 1000 DP, and then inherited all of your other Digimon with D-Brigade and Digipolice get 1000 DP. Super simple. D-Brigade, for the most part, does not care about DP increases, because you don't really care if you stay on the field, because if, oh no, I fell into the trash anyway, Darkdramon's on the field now. We don't care. We don't want to have a big booty. We don't want to fall over. Mekanori, on the other hand, is a blocker with Armor Purge, and on play, by placing one of your other Digimon with Digipolice trait as this Digimon's bottom distribution card, Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Now, this might be specifically good in Digipolice, but I really don't think you care, because I'm pretty sure you'd have a blocker in Digipolice with the Rudamon line, so this doesn't really seem to make much sense. Having Armor Purge, if you know that your opponent's not playing DP reduction, probably really good, because obviously he's, oh no, my body's still here, but otherwise, it seems kind of strange. And then all your turn, this Digimon with no evolution can't attack because it'll block. It's kind of cool. I love this card. So this card here now has the biggest name in the Digimon trading card game. Announcing for us: Metropolitan Police Department, Community Safety Bureau, Cybercrime Division, Investigation Unit 11, Digimon Crime Response Team. It's a rare. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with D-Brigade or Digipolice amongst them to your hand. Return the rest to the top of the deck. Then, place this card into your battle area. Main, delay. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 card with D-Brigade or Digipolice traits and play a 4 cost or less amongst them without paying the cost. Trash the rest. Better than Pride. It's also 1 cheaper than Pride. Better than Pride. And then security, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with D-Brigade or Digipolice amongst them to your hand, return the rest to the top of the deck, then place this card in your battle area. I still think that the security effect is a little bit better than its main effect, just because that when you do the security effect, oh no, top 3 cards, alright, I can put them so the card I want is in the second place now. So you draw 1 card. If you don't need to Digivolve, you don't have to expand the draw, you can then pop the card to reveal the top 3 again. Hey, this card's now on top 3. You can play it back down if you need it. But no, really good. We also got ourselves some Malomyotis support. We got Arukenimon and Mummymon here. Really nice artwork. I'm going to say this. I think this is going to be Apocalypse support, especially Mummymon. On play, draw 2, trash 2. It's costing you 6, but you got a level 5 body on the field. Yeah, I think it's going to make the game going to be really awkward for a little bit. Arukenimon, blocker, on play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, trash 2 purple cards amongst them, return the rest to the bottom of your deck. On deletion, from the trash, you may play 1 Tamer card with Chaosmon in its text without the same name as one of your Tamers. Hyphen. Without paying the cost. What this means is, if you've got a Tamer on the field, if there's enough one in your trash, as long as they don't share the same name, you can play it. And that's because we actually have ourselves a new Tamer for this lot. We'll get there in a second. Mummymon. Retaliation. On play, draw 2, trash 2. On deletion, from your trash, you may play 1 Tamer card with Chaosmon in its text about the same name as one of your Tamers, without paying the cost. Again, same effect as Arukenimon. Then we also get human forms of Mummymon and Arukenimon, although technically Mummymon would also have a human form just by being Mummymon, just is enclosed. A lot of people have been asking for this a while, and they actually wondered when we're going to get this, and having it as the purple Tamer for this set actually, I think, surprised a lot of people. And then Arukeni and Mummymon. Your turn, when Arukeni or Mummymon would be played from your hand by deleting this Tamer, reduce the cost by 3. Awesome. On deletion, you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with Chaosmon in its text from your hand without paying the cost. At the end of your turn, at the end of your opponent's turn, delete that Digimon. Security, play this card without paying the cost. This kind of does a loop with your Tamers and your new stuff, so it's actually kind of cool to like pop it, put it back into play, pop it, put it back into play. Malomyotis. When Digivolving, when attacking by deleting one of your Digimon or Tamers, delete one of your opponent's suspended Digimon. If this effect didn't delete one of your opponent's Digimon, delete one of the Tamers. Yeah. Again, pop, 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 pop. All turns once per turn, when one of your other Digimon or Tamers is deleted by an effect, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Awesome. Hopefully we do get a new Chaosmon that has like probably this as an inherited effect as well. So you're generally like popping 2 cards, so you have to kind of make them work for it. But if we can make a fast purple deck that isn't all about having trash and stuff, then I do think this could be a really good deck in the future. Goldramon X and Phoenixmon X. Did you think this was going to come? I don't know. I was hoping it was going to come in EX5, but then it didn't, and I was a bit worried. But then we've got Togemon X in BT16, which confused me, to be fair. So yeah, it looks really cool in my opinion. I think they've done a really cool job of X. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be, you know, a little bit tribe baiting, but like, look, it's cool. I think they've done like a really cool job. It makes more sense because like that's kind of what Phoenixmon is anyway. It's a Native American like symbol of a hawk or a phoenix. And then we have this weird thing, which I don't think was good. I think they give it weird chicken legs. Okay, it's a phoenix, not really chicken. It's got a lot of gold bands though. It's really weird. I don't know. I don't like the art of it. Hopefully the alt art's nicer. But it's a rare though, so why not get an alt art? Garuda Ultimate. Digivolve from Garuda for 0. On play, when Digivolving, you may return 1 red Digimon card from your trash to the hand. Then, if Garuda or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. Your turn was returned. When a red Digimon card is returned from your trash to your hand, one of your Digimon gains Rush for the turn. Yeah. You'll see. It gets better. Here's it. On deletion, trash top card of your opponent's security stack. Oh no! A deck that wants to explode. Oh no! Phoenixmon, X Antibody. Phoenixmon, Digivolve for cost 2. When Digivolving Blitz, your turn while Phoenixmon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Dilution cards. Add end of turn to all of your Digimons on deletion effects. Oh no! On deletion, you may play 1 red Digimon card with Avian, Bird, Beast, Animal, or Sovereign. other than Sea Animal in one of its traits, and with 11,000 DP or less from your hand without paying the cost. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than, or equal to the DP of that Digimon played with this effect. So, yeah, just the end of turn. Sorry, end of attack. So you do blitz, you attack. If you can, you didn't, you know, go into your opponent's memory, you play a Digimon down, like Garuda X. Garuda X then gets to have the whole thing go off. Once per turn, when a red Digimon card is returned from the trash to your hand, because this is going to happen for this part because it's on play, you can give it rush, and you can swing again. Yeah. And, yeah. There's going to be some good synergy here. This deck likes to be exploded anyway, so it's not a case of like, oh no, my first stack died. Don't worry about the first stack. The second stack's going to come back and do it again. Because, yeah, you know, you explode yourself, this all dies, you get to replay this again, this gets rush, gets to add a card to your hand, maybe you get to go into this again, put a X antibody underneath yourself, place to hand, evolve into this, blitz again, because you got rush. God, it's going to be stupid. No, I do think that Bird Up's going to be really good. It's got like a lot of like high end now. Before it had like, a lot of the low end was already sorted out. All we need over here in the English meta though is we need to get our Sabredramon, the one that has the raid and retaliation. That's really good. Goldramon X. I didn't see this coming. I don't know why. I just didn't think we'd get a Goldramon X. But it's here. It's actually quite good. It has raid. I don't like raid on things like this. Doesn't make sense why it should. Blitz makes sense. Raid does not make sense to me. When digivolving or when attacking, you may use one Godflame or one option card with 4 Great Sovereign traits from your hand without paying the cost. All turns, this Digimon gains all the effects of Goldramon in this Digimon's distribution cards. So, BT14. If you watched my stream the other day, the reason why I kept saying that is because this card appeared before it, and this card is really good. So, grab all your Goldramons early. Because Digivolving and we have to throw down a blocker and a rush token is going to be really cool. I don't know if we're allowed to make our own tokens or if they're going to have their own tokens available, but I look forward to it. I'm not sure what Godflame is. I have a funny feeling we've already had Godflame before and I'm forgetting what it is. So I'll put a thing here if we've already had Godflame. But an option card with 4 Great Dragons in, which is the new option card, as well as Trials. Trials are so good. Dragon Breath. Main, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 yellow card or 1 card with 4 Great Dragon traits amongst them to your hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck, then place this card into your battle area. Main delay. You may place 1 trial of the 4 Great Dragons from your hand onto the battle area, or trash 1 card with 4 Great Dragon traits in your hand. If you did, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP until the end of the turn. Security. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP until the end of the turn. Then, place this card in the battle area. As we know, there's a lot of like recycling in the 4 Greatest Dragons deck, so you know, generally churning out your trials is going to be really good. Same time though, I can just see this being used just in a pure like vaccine deck and just smacking people around with Goldra into this. It's going to be nuts. We also got some so I don't know why I'm laughing at this. We also got ourselves some really cool new support in terms of the Pulsemon line, but not just like in the one we thought, which would be like purple and yellow. We got it in green, we got it in purple, we got it in yellow. It wouldn't surprise me if we're also going to get it in blue and red and maybe even black, just so that like it covers all the bases. We got a new Pisty, we got a new Climb. They're pretty good. They all come from yellow and I think their own color. So like this one does yellow and purple, this one does green and yellow, which makes sense because unless they're going to put all the colors, like it could basically be an Eevee of the deck. I think the base color for this set is going to be yellow. But they do say a level 4 with Pulsemon text as well, so it does kind of like synergize with just names, which is going to be really good because Bulkmon is still pretty good. So yeah, all these forms will say Digivolve level 4 with Pulsemon text for free, so essentially you don't lose out, you don't gain anything here, but you can just go from different colours, which is fairly good. On play when Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security, because it's a Pulsemon thing, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That Digimon can't suspend during your opponent's next suspend phase. If you have 3 or more security, gain 2 memory. Sorry, 3 or fewer. If you've got 3 exactly, you're going to suspend something that can't unsuspend next unsuspend phase, and you're going to come back with 2 memory. This costs you 1 to Digivolve into. Fairly good. Heritage. End of turn once per turn with this Digimon's Pulsemon its text by trashing 1 card from your security and suspend this Digimon. This just seems to be a trait they're all going to have. Kind of like how the Gammon level 5s have the whole, if it's a Gammon in its spec, you can take all of its sources. Which is cool for that deck, but this like Clermont. When Digivolving, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, draw 2. Then trash 1 card in your hand. It's purple after all. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, you can then play 1 Digimon card with 6000 DP or less and Pulsemon in its text from your trash without paying the cost. At the end of the next turn, deal a Digimon. Hey, Clamor has 6000 DP or less and has Pulsemon in its text, and it can, when Digivolving or on play, suspend something and then gain Tamer back. Inherited effect, end of turn. Once per turn, if this Digimon has Pulsemon in its text by trashing top card with security, and suspend. I don't know why you do this over just using Bulkmon that just says, sod it, and just suspend. It's Tempomon, it's the penguin. Yeah. I don't know why we got the penguin all of a sudden. He's very cool, though. Yeah, I actually do quite like him. I don't know why I didn't think I wouldn't, but he's quite cool looking. He's got like street clown about him. On play when Digivolving, if you have 3 or fewer security, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4000 DP until the end of the turn. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus security attack plus 2 to the end of the turn. So yeah, minus 2 security is really good. And then obviously just 4000 DP. Well, it's fine. There's generally not a lot of things that I don't care about that 4000 DP unless it just wipes it out instantly. But for the most part, I do think having minus 2 security is kind of cool on its own. Or having both is really cool. And then, again, trash the top card. There's a good chance you're going to be using the BT16 babies with this, I think. Just because of the whole... They like... it's jamming if you like mess around with security. So, maybe. Pulsemon, Rookie, Vaccine, Beast. AE. Now, this has the full name of what the AE was earlier, but they've edited it for some reason, so it doesn't have the full name anymore. I don't know if it's going to change in English, that's why. But you can search yourself. I'll play with 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Pulse in its text, and 1 card with AE trait amongst them to your hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Here's effect. Well, this is my Pulse in its text, gain 1000 DP. Yeah, it's okay. Be able to find itself, and all its parts, and then its Tamer, or at least one of the Tamers. It's really cool. Shroudmon. Look at him. Look at this beast. Look at him. Digivolve level 5 with Pulsemon text for a cost of 5. Oh yeah, I don't understand this whole like thing still costing 5. Bandai, come on. When Digivolving, end of attack once per turn, if you have 3 or fewer security, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7000 for the turn. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, delete one of your opponent's turn to spend Digimon. Yeah, okay, it is what it is. All turns when this Digimon will leave the battle area by your opponent's effect, if you have 3 or more security cards by trashing the top security card, prevent it from leaving. On deletion, recover 1 until you have 3 security cards. This is the weird thing. So I don't know if, like, you could just all turns it there, have 3 or fewer more security cards, go down to 2, on deletion, recover, and then pop it again. Because on deletion should be in the trash, which means it couldn't, like, recover itself afterwards. But until you have 3 security cards is really good. Because if you've gone down to 0, you just explode for whatever reason. They go, yeah, okay, whatever, recover to 3. What I think this is trying to say here is you can't recover past 3. So if you're at 2, you go to 3. If you're at 1, you go to 2. If you're at 0, you go to 1. I hope that's what it means. Although it should say, on deletion, recover deck until you have 3 security cards. And then, yeah, Pulsemon here, slightly nicer because it's not taken from the stream. And then we have the new Tamer. Hacker Judge. Trait AE. Security on play. Play this guy at its cast. So of your turn, if you got 2 or fewer, say it's free. Cool. Mind Link. With one of your Digimon with Pulsemon's text. Awesome, because this just means it's just going to look at the names, basically go, Pulsemon. Go into it. This card is also treated as Leon Alexander. Inherited at all turns while the Digimon has Pulsemon's text against blocker and barrier. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't think it should have barrier, because it's a deck that's already removing its own security. So, yeah. End of all turns, play 1 Judge Hacker from this Digimon's illusion source without paying the cost. Yeah, same as all the others. Thunderflame Crusher. Should have been called Thunderclap if you ask me. While you have a Digimon or Tamer with Pulsemon in its text, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. So, you know, Pulsemon or him. And then, obviously, the evolutions. When you use this card by trashing top card of your security stack until you have at least 3 security cards left, reduce the cost by 2 for each card trashed. So it could be a unrealistically, it could be a 3 cost, as in 0, or it could be a 2 cost, which is probably quite likely if it's early game and your opponent hasn't had a chance to strike yet. And then main, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or low Digimon. And then if you have 2 or fewer security cards, place this card at the bottom of your security. And then security, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 15,000 DP for the turn. It's good in security. It's good in your hand. I'm not going to complain about that. We also got access to 2 new good boys for the GraceNova deck. And this is kind of what the deck was missing. It was missing one rookie, it was missing one level 4. You don't necessarily need to get another level 5 because the 2 level 5 is actually really good. But in this case, Agumon, Digivolve from a level 2 Light Fang or Nightclaw for a 0 cost, really good. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Light Fang trait and 1 card with a Dark Claw trait, or 2 colours amongst them to your hand. Return the rest of them over the day. They've made this good, not only for Grace, they've made it good also for its own archetype, which is technically Greymon Tribal at this point. It can search for an evolution, it can search for Twin, sorry, you can search for a Fang, and it can search for a Claw. So good. It's very good. They made it so it's actually good in both decks, which is just kind of interesting that they've actually been able to think of this and actually not make it too powerful. Inherit effect, all of your opponents' security Digimon get mastery fast DP. Yeah, so if you're swinging with a little itty bitty, that's like maybe 11k or 12k, you've got a good chance of swinging over things now. And then Galgamon. Digivolve level 3 Nightclaw or Light Fang for the cost of 2. When Digivolving, both players draw the top card of their decks. Then, if your opponent has 8 or more cards in hand, or if this Digimon has 3 or more Digivolution cards, gain a memory. Inherit effect. Jamming. 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 I know you hate jamming too. So, I love jamming. So, yeah, now for those people who are like, oh, I'm going to play Pokemon, there's no way I can play the game now, I've got to have the BT14 in training. The game's just been playable, so don't play that. GraceNova says, don't worry, I got your back, bro. Yeah, I think it's really good. I think it's actually really good level 4. This was the issue for a lot of the deck before, that we didn't have the extra rookie or the extra level 4, and it made the deck kind of hard to sort of gel together. It was making it look hard to gel together. We do get access to this BT16, so we get GraceNova in February or like the end of January, depending on delays or not. But to be fair, we're not really having any delays lately, so fingers crossed end of Jan. Grab all your copies while you can. Make sure people forget this is a real thing. And then in in June, or the end of May for us, this is, you get hold of these. They're both commons. You're going to find them in pre-release, probably. MadLeomon. Yeah, we got a new card for MadLeomon. Digivolving from a Lilo or a Electmon for a 2 cost, and then when attacking this Digimon, may Digivolve into a Digimon with Leomon in its name from your hand or trash, and then inherit effect end of turn. So end of attack by deleting this Digimon, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. This will proc Indomitable. This will let you play itself out. This will let you play out any of your other level 4s. It's pretty good. Now, it's obviously going to be good in the green base variant more than anything else. But since it can go onto Lolly and Elect, it can kind of be played in the yellow version too. So, yeah, more good support for a deck that we didn't think was going to get good support. The artwork as well is like kind of sick. Like, I'm not going to lie, like MadLeomon looks absolutely mad in this artwork. But I do look forward to it doing some stuff. We also got a second round of support for D-Brigade, which I thought was really weird. Make sure you guys can see this first. Yep. So, Goldramon, Champion Virus, Cyborg, D-Brigade, Digipolice. On play when Digivolving, where returning 3 cards with the D-Brigade or Digipolice trait from your trash to the top of the deck. This Digimon gains at rush and can't be blocked for the turn. Yes, that's how I'm going to win games from now on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, swing. GG. Yeah. Artwork looks fantastic. It's a common. I wish it was uncommon so I can get pre-releases of this one. This is going to be ending games. If you somehow have 4 memory at the start of your turn and you can swing out and you got to, you've only had rush. Now you've got 2 targets for rush. You've got this, and you have our beautiful friend, Goldramon. Bam, bam. Unfortunately, this isn't a level 5. You could just use Super Connector to get it out for 1 cost. Those are the bricks. But no, it's really good. Again, all in turns. If Digimon have D-Brigade or Digipolice, you gain 1000 DP. No one really cares about that, to be fair. Again, it's a deck that kind of likes to fall over. And we're okay with that. Tankdramon. On play when Digivolving, reveal top 3 cards of your deck. For each card, D-Brigade or Digipolice traits amongst them, reduce the play cost of all of your opponent's Digimon by 1 for the turn. Return the revealed cards to the top or bottom of the deck. Then, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. Essentially, most level 5s downwards are getting deleted. So this is just a very good way. It costs 7. You can super connection it out for like 4. And then you can do your whole searchy things, and then count down your things, and then pop your things. So it's kind of a very decent in-house removal. Inherited at all turns once per turn when one of your other Digimon with D-Brigade or G-Police is played, DG of one of your opponent's Digimon. Which is really good. A deck that just wants to spam out Digimon and has no way to, like, you know, using all of it. Also, it's all turns. I think there is a way that if... what is it? BT4, BT5 Commandra on deletion. Look at the top, like 3 cards or 2 cards of your deck if it's Commandra on play it. Yeah, it's your opponent's turn. Digivolve. There you go. What are you going to do? New Darkdramon. Yes. Actually, it's really cool. I don't think there's actually really been a bad Darkdramon artwork, to be fair. It's a rare. Still going to cross my fingers hoping we get this as an alt art. When you play this card, if there is a Digimon with boss trait, reduce the playcost by 6. By returning 6 cards with the D-Brigade trait from your trash to the top of your deck, reduce the playcost by 6. On play, when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a playcost less than or equal to the playcost of one of the cards amongst them. Trash the revealed cards. So, yeah, you just put a card like this one back on top. It's 13k. You just go, oh, yeah, so you have 13k pop. It's really good. It's really good. Also, because it is a cyborg, it can be used with Super Connection, which means that you can cheat this out now, because when you play this card, if there is a Digimon with boss trait, or returning 6 cards with D-Brigade, this can then become a 4-cost drop. It can't rush, but it's going to annoy your opponents. At end of your turn, 2 of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Chaosmon in hand. So, yeah, we're going to do Chaosmon too. Woo, do Chaosmon as well! So, we know it's Bancho, and we know it's Darkdramon. Bancho hasn't been shown to be part of any of, like, the Seekers line. So, for me, this looks like it's just like, hey, look, you got all that support, like, a while ago. Can you just use it? I just kind of wish it could be used with the Heavy Leo, I think. Because I think, yeah, Heavy's green and black rather than yellow. It could be yellow and black. You need to find that out. But having, like, a weird deck that just goes, hey, Indomitable. But because Bancho Leomon is a boss, I believe it was classed as a boss, you're just going to have that as a deck in this deck. Oh, Chaosmon. DNA. Yeah, first DNA Chaosmon. We haven't seen Chaosmon since BT4. Stay on my wife if you know what I'm doing. Yeah, BT4 I think it was. So, it's been 12 sets since we last saw our last Chaosmon. Barrier, Blocker, Partition, a yellow level 6 and a black level 6. When this Digimon, with one of each specified cards in its distribution cards, would leave the battle area, other than by one of your own effects or in battle, you may play one of each card without paying the costs. When Digivolving, Digivolve 3 of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 8,000 DP for the turn. We're nuking you. We didn't forget about that. This is the old skill. This is the like folder arm skill over us, which just comes into the field just like pop, pop, bitch. That's the game we're playing now. End of your opponent's turn. Trash the top card of both players' security stacks. Well, you didn't kill me, but I'm coming for you. Rule, this card is also a boss and a D-Brigade. So you were saying a second ago about the whole, oh, let me put that 13k back on top and pop swing. Hello, 15k. Pop swing house now. Jesus. I'm looking forward to this. I am looking forward. I wish it had Blitz. Just so like you could Digivolve up into it. And you could kind of go like, it's kind of like a callback to the old version that had like pseudo Blitz and pseudo... yeah, it'd be good if this had Blitz. Got the better version. Then we also spoke about this a little bit earlier. I know it's going to be really long. The cards from the scans that we saw earlier. This is really good. Davis and Ken, start of your main phase. You may play one Vmon and one Wormmon from your hand without paying the cost. At the end, at the next time your opponent's turn ends. So at the end, Japanese wording is so weird. So, at the end of your opponent's next turn, return that Digimon to hand. Now, I don't understand if this means that whatever your Digimon is currently sitting at, you get to go back to hand. So if you've gone up into, let's say, Goldramon, does it then go back to your hand? Because if you DNA into it, shouldn't it reverse the effects? Or is it only saying specifically if it's a Wormmon or a Vmon? We'll find out. There'll be a ruling at some point. Your turn. When one of your Digimon Digivolves into a blue or green Digimon, by suspending this Tamer, gain one memory. If DNA Digivolving, trash any free Digivolution cards of your opponent's Digimon. The hell, man? Gain one memory. That's really cool. if you DNA your... Yeah, just delete your Digimon, basically. I'm going to punch you in the head in a second. Don't worry. You're also stun locked. Don't worry about it. Security. Place card without paying its cost. Standard. No, this is going to be really good if you want to play the control variant, which people don't really play very often. But I'm pretty sure the BT12 Goldramon has the whole... If you've got more cards than your opponent does, stun locks it. I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, like... This could make the control variant work a lot better. Shakumon. This is such a weirdly worded card. Digivolves from a level 4 black Digimon and a level 4 yellow Digimon. Partition. We've already seen what Partition does. It's very good. When Digivolving, this Digimon isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon until the end of their turn. Then, if DNA Digivolve, place one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the total number of cards in yours or your opponent's security stack at the bottom of your opponent's security stack. Rule. Also treated as an angel. Yes, this freaky deaky Buddhist part over here is now an angel. It does have wings up. Yeah, it can be searched and it's an angel. There's obviously, I think there's a Patamon. I can't remember if there's a Salamon, but I think Patamon from EX1 is a searcher for angels. So you could now search this. Inherited Partition, we'll notice. Take the cards out. Very good. Louis! Start of your turn. If you have 2 or fewer memories, set it to 3. Okay, a main once per turn by deleting one of your Ukamon and trashing one of your Digimon in its breeding area. You may now play one big Ukamon in your breeding area from your hand for a cost of 3. I don't know what this really wants to do. Obviously, we don't know what the big Ukamon does. I've seen it, like, spoilers of it. It's reminds me of like a Final Fantasy boss. Security players go by paying its cost. Yes, fine. And then Ukamon, your turn once per turn. When one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add one Digimon or Tamer card amongst them to your hand. Turn the rest of them on the deck, and you may hatch in your breeding area. Ukamon, the promo, and the Ukamon from BT16 are both very good. They both do kind of different things, but they both like to mess with the breeding area. And it's kind of makes sense. Runnermon, I think this is our first Runnermon. On play, when Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. If you have 3 or fewer cards, gain a memory. And then, Pulsemon effect, gain 1000 DP. And we also have new Achillesmon, because, yeah, why not? So, I think my stream won't really be able to see this very well, so we just do this here. Look, I don't understand why it's Catman, though. That's the weird thing for me. Mega Virus. He's a virus. I didn't realize that. Beastkin. Level 5, Pulsemon, cost of 3. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, one of your opponent's Digimon can't suspend until the end of your opponent's turn. All turns, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, if you have 3 or more security cards, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. If you have 3 or fewer, gain 2 memory. So, we don't get piercing, as far as we're aware. We don't get, like, raid or anything, so it's not as though you can just, like, walk into your opponent and go, like, slap, slap, win. But, if we can get blocker on this, which I'm pretty sure we can by one of the Bulkmons, like it's all turns. You can get, like, a 14, 15k, like, defensive beast here, block, kill something, pop a security, or gain 2 memory, make it your turn again. I can see it's been really good, to be fair. I can see it's been really good. We should possibly also get another Kadachi, but the Kadachi could be the secret in this set, because it could be, what was it? Fenrir Katana or something, or Fenrir, like, Kadachi mode. That's what a lot of people think we're going to get for this set. But, we could also get a cool Shivamon card. I mean, I like the old one, but, like, a new cooler one would be also really nice, since we haven't seen that since BT8. But, yeah, a lot of information here, guys. A little bit of editing to do. And gotta go find out if Godflame's a real card. But, yeah, peace out. Mwah. See you guys soon. Ciao for now. And, Digimon news.